This is the intro. Enjoy. Hey guys, D-Man here, and today I'm going to do a question slash dislike of Steven Universe. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Steven Universe, okay? The show's great. It's probably one of the more better shows on TV as of right now. But there is something that I have a real problem with. It's just a small thing. Now remember, this is my thoughts and opinions on this, obviously. But it's just a small thing. It's just like this really big gripe I have with it. And, yeah. But remember, I do like the show. It's just this one thing. And that one thing is, why do gem ships have oxygen on them? Like the hand ship, the ruby ship, the moon base is not a ship, but it still has oxygen on it. And also Steven's bubble from Bubbled, okay? So the moon base is a moon base. And gems do not need to breathe, as we know, because they can walk underwater without drowning. Some of them can go into lava without drowning or suffocating. I don't know which one it would be if you could live underwater, if you could live under lava. Like, if you could go under lava, would you drown or suffocate? I know you would die instantaneously, but if you could without dying, would you drown or suffocate? I don't know. But I'm saying they could drown, they can't drown, they can't suffocate. They can even be in the vacuum of space and live, as we saw on Bubbled with Ruby. So, on Bubbled with Ruby, we saw her live. So, in the context of the universe, they shouldn't need to put oxygen on these ships and stuff, yet they do. Like the moon base. Why does the moon base have oxygen if they weren't bringing humans there? Which doesn't make sense because it doesn't look like they were bringing humans there. They just have oxygen on the moon base because Steven can breathe in it, which is just weird. And then in the Ruby ship, they came there with the ship and they didn't have oxygen in it. Well, they shouldn't have had oxygen in it, I should say. So that's weird because they went back to the moon base, flew through space in the ship with Steven in it, and still had oxygen in it, which they shouldn't have because they don't need oxygen. And then the hand ship. They went back into space with Steven in it. By the way, why didn't they use that teleporter thing that the Rubies used to get to Homeworld way quicker? Another little flaw in the show, I guess. But not the one we're talking about. So in the hand ship, they still did not use the oxygen. Like, I mean, they still had the oxygen on it. Like, why is that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why do they have, like, life support systems when they're not organic life and they don't need oxygen to live? And Steven and Bubbled, we see Ruby walking around the outside of Steven's bubble without any oxygen in the middle of space. So why does the ship, the moon base, and also why does Steven's bubble have oxygen in it? He made it in the mix of space twice. So his bubble shouldn't have oxygen in it. And plus, he shouldn't have flown out into space in the first place because the moon has a gravitational pull. I said that in my review, but you know, whatever. So, why is it that these things just have oxygen in them and they shouldn't have oxygen in them? Why? I guess that's just a flawed thought, I guess. It's just like it's just something flawed, I guess, that I think about. Because they should not have oxygen in these bases. They should not have oxygen in the hand, and they should not have oxygen in the Ruby ship, and they should not have oxygen in the goddamn moon base. It's just dumb. It's just a waste of power, you know? Like, you can't just make a house in the moon and say, well, now it has oxygen. You have to have a life support system. But why would they need a life support system if they don't need to breathe oxygen? It's just a question, you know? Like, I've seen Amethyst and Garnet eat food before, and Amethyst even said, I like food because it makes me feel better or taste good, which is another question altogether. Do gems have taste buds? And if they do, why? Because they don't have food on Homeworld. But whatever, that's just another question. I seen her say like she likes food and stuff, right? I never seen her say I'd like oxygen, and so do other gems. We could assume that other gems would come down to Earth, could very well like food. Like Bismuth ate food and she seemed to like it. So some other gems would probably like food, but some would probably be like Pearl and not want to eat it at all. But I've never seen them say like, "Oh, we like breathing in oxygen." They don't need to, so it doesn't make any sense to make them breathe in oxygen. And how the hell does Steven's bubble have any oxygen at all anyways? Is it magical oxygen that comes from the bubble itself? Man, none of this shit makes sense. I'm just saying, this one little part doesn't make sense. Just a question, just throwing that out there. And don't tell me, oh, it was for Steven, obviously. Because they never knew Steven would exist. So why the fuck would they have that? They don't care about people, so why the fuck would they have that? That doesn't make sense. It's just, I guess it's just because of Steven, the plot, I guess. Because Steven needs oxygen, so there we have oxygen. Which is really stupid, and it shouldn't be in the show, but it is. Just a little thing I was throwing out there. Remember, those are my opinions on that. So don't take it too seriously. I was just thinking out loud here. And tomorrow, it is my review, which I thought was coming out today. But it didn't come out today. The show did not come out today. So tomorrow's my review, and the next day, and then I guess in a week or so is another episode, I guess. Which I hope you will stick around and stuff. So like, comment on the bottom of what you think about this. And share this video. And obviously subscribe to my channel. And yeah. As always, stay sane, my friends, and peace. Hey guys, D-Man here. Just remind you to like, comment, and share this video. And also, subscribe to my channel by clicking this thing right here. Or, going down there and clicking the subscribe button, especially if you're on cell phone or tablet. Remember, stay sane, my friends.